So, Microsoft has tried their best to kill Windows 10, but it seems like no matter what they do, Windows 10 refuses to die. As a result, Microsoft has extended Windows 10 updates for yet another year. But there's a disturbing problem that I've been noticing lately. Stay tuned. So, I help a lot of customers, and many of those customers are still running Windows 10 because, quite honestly, their systems simply can't run Windows 11. Now, depending on the hardware, I will usually install Windows 11 on unsupported hardware, but at least it has to be at least the 6th generation or higher, because I've kind of found that that's the line between decent performance and not so decent performance. However, I've had a few exceptions to that rule, but that's usually where I go. But what I've noticed lately, in practically every customer that I help with Windows 10, they simply don't have ESU enabled. So Microsoft is offering extended updates, but they're just not taking them. And this could become a major problem. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, I have bills to pay. So check out today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by VIP SCD Key. Building a new PC right now isn't cheap. The cost of DDR5 and even SSDs is enough to break your budget. Why let an overpriced Windows license eat into your hardware fund? Instead of paying retail price, you should check out today's sponsor, VIP SCD Key, where you can pick up a valid Windows 11 license for around 20 bucks. Just go to the link in the description below and pick up a valid Windows 11 license key. During checkout, use the code CYBERCPU for a 25% discount. Once you have your key, go to your activation settings in Windows 11 and click the link that says Change Product Key. Enter the product key you just purchased and hit Activate. Get a fully activated Windows 11 today without the sticker shock of retail prices. And check out their deals on Office as well. Now, back to the video. So, I get it. Computers are expensive right now, and it doesn't look like that fact is going to change anytime soon. I mean, with the AI tax on hardware, computers have skyrocketed in price. And with Windows 11 requiring relatively modern hardware, a lot of systems simply don't pass the hardware requirements. Now, I've shown you how to install Windows 11 on unsupported hardware. And to be honest with you, it's getting really easy at this point. In fact, it's so easy that it's even hard to justify revisiting the topic. Every video that I've done about installing Windows 11 on unsupported hardware is just highlighting different ways of doing it. Every video that I've made works perfectly fine. I've just shown you guys different ways to do the same thing. But at this point, Rufus has gotten so good that hardware requirements are kind of irrelevant at this point. But some people just don't want to upgrade to Windows 11. It's not even a matter of hardware requirements. Because of this, Windows 10 has a 26% market share on Windows desktops. Keep in mind that this includes LTSC. So when it comes to Windows 10 Home and Pro, it's probably closer to 20 to 25% market share, depending on how many people are actually running LTSC, which is kind of hard to pin down, honestly. But it's not as many as you might think. In fact, I'm willing to bet if you're running LTSC, you have no intention on ever running anything but Windows 10, at least not for the near future. Also, you're receiving updates anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But what does matter is the millions of people that are still running Windows 10 without extended security updates enabled. That actually puts these systems into kind of a frozen state as of October of 2025, since that's when we lost support for Windows 10. Numerous major security vulnerabilities have been discovered for Windows 10 since that time. In fact, a good example of this is a vulnerability like Bluehammer within Windows Defender. It allows an attacker to not only dump your system's password hashes, but it also allows the attacker to spawn a system-level command prompt. In fact, this vulnerability is actively being used right now in ransomware attacks. The reason why these attacks become a bigger problem for Windows 10 is kind of because ESU. It's the update's fault, believe it or not. Because once Microsoft releases a patch for a security vulnerability, that vulnerability is documented, and attackers try to exploit the vulnerability so they can take advantage of it on systems that haven't installed the patches, which is essentially everyone that isn't running ESU. With Windows 10, if you're not on ESU, there's lots of vulnerabilities that are documented that you have no patches installed for. In fact, an example of one of the reverse engineered vulnerabilities is the Windows shell bypass. This is an exploit that allows an attacker to completely circumvent Windows Smart Screen and other warnings when launching an unsigned executable. So here's the thing. Security updates were important when Windows 10 was in support, but now that it's lost support, security updates are even more important because not only are you not getting security updates, but the vulnerabilities that are being discovered are being documented and reverse engineered from the updates for not only ESU, but also LTSC. So let's jump on the system real quick, and I'm going to show you how to enable ESU. It's free, and it only takes a couple of minutes to do. Let's do this. Okay, so here we are in Windows 10. I didn't know we would still be doing videos for Windows 10 in 2026, but here we are. So like I said, it's really easy to enable ESU. So all you do is click on your Start button, go into Settings, and click on Windows Update. As you can see on this system, it is not enrolled in ESU. So all you have to do to enroll is push this button right here that says Enroll Now. And then it's gonna open up the Enroll in ESU wizard, and you're just gonna go right here, click on Next. From Next, you have to sign into a Microsoft account now. Now, I think this is one of the reasons why they're giving ESU for free. They claim that it's $30, but I've never actually seen anywhere where you can pay for it. It just enables it. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter my Microsoft account. Go ahead and hit Next. Use my password. Sign in. And just like that, it has no extra cost, extended security updates, valid until October 12th of 2027. So that'll give us, at this point, about a year and a half. And we can go ahead and click on Add Device. It enrolls the device, you click on Done. And as you can see, it just says we're not up to date now. So we go ahead and push the Check Updates button, and it'll start installing updates. In fact, if you haven't enabled ESU since Windows 10 lost support, you're gonna be way behind. However, luckily, Cumulative Update is gonna take care of most of the problems that you've seen up to this point. So this last update, essentially, I only have to download one update and it'll bring me all the way current. However, what you'll probably notice is at this point, if you click on Home here, we're actually signed into a Microsoft account right now. Now, a lot of people don't want to be signed in with a Microsoft account. So to take care of that, all you got to do is click on Accounts right here. And from Accounts, it has your info. And you're going to want to click right here where it says Stop signing into all Microsoft apps automatically. And by clicking on that, it goes to a local account, and that's it. It's back to a local account again. And as you can see, it still keeps your profile picture from your Microsoft account, but that's okay. It's a regular account anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It'll take a minute for it to install updates, but once it does, you'll have an updated Windows 10 system until October of 2027. So because Microsoft has extended ESU to October of 2027, your system should be good up until then. However, I have a pretty good hunch that they're probably going to do this again up until 2028. And you know what? The reason is because Microsoft is already making these updates for businesses that subscribe to the ESU program and also LTSC. So it takes nothing for Microsoft to also give these updates to regular desktop users. But ultimately, Microsoft wants you to upgrade to Windows 11. So they're not just going to give you all 3 years of ESU right off the bat, because they're trying to entice you to move to the next operating system, which eventually you're going to have to do anyway. But with hardware prices the way they are right now, it makes a lot of sense that Microsoft is extending this for another year and will likely do it again next year. But don't hold me to that, because I'm not Microsoft and I have no idea what they're actually going to do. I just kind of have a hunch. But either way, Windows Update is critically important. I urge everyone that's using Windows 10 to just check and make sure that you have ESU enabled. But if you want to upgrade to Windows 11, but you don't have a computer that meets the hardware requirements, then check out this video. And honestly, installing Windows 11 with Rufus, has made hardware requirements pretty much irrelevant at this point. But as always, you guys have a great day.